Hi, I'm LaTourette, and I'm a certified financial planner. I have 2 adult children, 4 grandchildren, and live on a small farm in Georgia. So in 1984, my former husband and I both got laid off. My daughter needed some medical assistance, and one of the companies that would provide that, we decided to go work for them. And then I realized it was my passion and something I really liked. So I furthered my education to pursue the Certified Financial Planner designation. If you go back to 1990, I understood that I was lesbian. So I was in a marriage, and it was a good marriage. He was a good person, but it was not what I wanted or what I felt fulfilled in. And then I decided that that was not good or authentic for me as a person. I met Susan at a weekend church retreat. I moved up to the mountains to live with her, and the kids came with me. They were 9 and 12. And it took work. I knew that I had to have a career that was going to be able to give me financial independence, because I didn't think it was fair for me to rely on his retirement. So I just went full force into this business and became a CFP. One of the ways that I work with clients is to say, what is your money story? Where did it start? What I want them to do is really understand what they value. What do you spend your money on now? And then what do you save for? And then the third thing I say is, do you have a place where you give money for charity? You don't have to be a millionaire to give away money. The other thing I say to them is they don't have to compare themselves to anyone else. And instead of looking outwards to see what other people were doing, my wife and I said, we want to live on a farm. I don't want to wait till I'm retired to live on a farm. We went to a llama show. I just liked the way they moved. And they're wild, but they're friendly, and they look you in the eye. And we saw baby llamas, and one of them's name was Silver Lining. And I said, I need Silver Lining. And my wife is like, there's no way. We can't afford it. It's not in the budget. All the things that I'm supposed to say, right? So we fought through it and this and that. I said, okay, if I can find a way to get it, and I can put it in the budget without taking out the budget, will you let me have it? And I won, which happens a lot, especially around money. So, moral of the story is I spend money on things that I value. I am a person who was a hospice volunteer, and I've always focused on estate planning. It's something that I really am good at. So I really started to seek out my LGBTQ plus community to make sure that my community has a voice, and that we're finding places for them to make more money, preserve their wealth, have a legacy. It's important for us to find each other so that we are able to open up fully and understand what our options are. There have been times with my LGBTQ plus clients, they didn't have anyone at the end. They didn't have anyone to advocate for them. And the trust that you build with people when you ask them to be authentic, and you are too, and you're able to share from the heart, not the head, it really does make a difference in someone's life. I have one of the greatest gifts of being a financial planner, and I try to get more women in the business, more LGBTQ plus, to come into this business, because it's important for us to be leading the way.